What's up, Doms and Films? It is I, Dominique the Film, and yes, today I have a storytime video for you guys because I was sitting at home. It's the weekend. I'm chilling. I wasn't doing anything, and I was on the couch like, I ain't recorded a video in forever, and I think my subscribers need a storytime video because you guys seem to love shenanigans with Shun and storytime videos. So that is what you're gonna get today. So yes, before you even ask, I'm in my house clothes. I'm chilling. It's the weekend. And if you dare tell me that you don't look like this on the weekend when you're chilling in your house, ultimately, you're a liar and I don't trust you. Because we all look like this on the weekend. So no makeup, no extra nothing. Just this today. So if you want to hear my storytime video, then just continue to watch and let's get on with the video. Okay, so let me set the scene for you guys. So right now I am 19 years old. I am pregnant, like 3 months pregnant. I'm living with my twin sister and I am dating this girl named Kotex. We're gonna call her Kotex, which for the purpose of this video, we're changing her name to Kotex because I have a box of tampons right here and I was like, why not? Let's let her name be Kotex. So I'm talking to this girl over the internet. She's also 19. She's in the military. She's in the army, but she lives in Indiana. So I'm talking to Kotex. I meet her over Facebook, I think. Can't really remember, but I think I met her over Facebook. I'm talking to her over Facebook. We talk on the phone. And at this point, you guys, I didn't even have a cell phone. Like, I don't know what my life was, but I didn't even have a cell phone. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. And I was 19 years old. So my twin sister had just had a newborn baby. She was engaged. She had her own apartment. She had her life together. My life was like not together. So I'm 19, pregnant, and I'm working at the hotel because if you guys did not know, I used to work at a lot of hotels, higher end hotels, and I was like room attendants and maids cleaning your rooms. That was my job. So 19, pregnant, hotel room attendant. Okay, girlfriend. So March 27th, 30th ishness, we became girlfriends. So the whole time we haven't met, we're just talking over the phone and months go by. So my girlfriend, like homegirl, like my sister, Chantrice, she's from, like, her mother was living in Ohio at the time, and that time Chantrice was going back and forth from Virginia to Ohio like a lot. She was driving from Virginia to Ohio, and if you look at a map, Ohio is right beside Indiana where Kotex lived and where she was stationed. So my girlfriend Chantrice, she's like, oh my god, I'm going home to Ohio for a week. Do you want to come with me? And I'm like, hell yeah. Like, if I go to Ohio with you, then, you know, I could just drive to Indiana, or I could have Kotex come pick me up from Indiana. So we set it up, right? So, and then remind you, my girlfriend Chantrice, she's pregnant as well. So my twin sister just gave birth to her baby. This is like 3 months later. I am 7 months pregnant. God damn, I was pregnant for real. So I was just 3 or 4 months later. I'm 7 months pregnant. My girlfriend Chantrice is like 4 months pregnant. And here we are taking a road trip from Virginia to Ohio. And it was like 11-hour car ride, I believe. 11 to 12 hours. Nowadays, after my trucking days, 11 hours ain't shit, but back then that was a long ass car ride, and the car AC had broke, so we're both pregnant, we're both hot, there's no AC, we're riding with the windows down, going up and down mountains in the backwoods of Virginia, trying to get to Ohio. Girl, that trip was a hot mess. So anyway, so my girlfriend sets it up. We go to Ohio. We do this. So we get to Ohio. So I'm, you know, this whole time I'm talking to Kotex. So I'm like, I'm coming to see you. Are you going to, you know, what we going to do? I'm going to be there for a whole week with you. I had like no cares in the world because I was pregnant. I didn't have a child to take care of right then and there. My girlfriend was there, so I could do whatever the fuck I want. Texas, she's planning everything. She's like, yeah, go to your girlfriend's house, like come up to Ohio with your girlfriend, and then I will just drive the hour and a half from Indiana to Ohio to pick you up, and then we go back to my house and we'll chill. We'll just be together that whole week and blah blah. Girl, I'm so excited, right? So I'm just like over the moon excited. Take this long ass trip with my girlfriend Chantrice. We get to Chantrice's mom's house. We chilling, we're relaxing. Like, I'm so emotional because I'm pregnant AF and I'm ready to see this girl. So I'm just like, as soon as I get to Shantrice's house, I don't even care to like spend time with her family, which I was really close to her mom. Hi, Miss Grishelda. So I was really close with her mom. I didn't even care to spend time with her mom. So I was just like, oh, I'm crying. I'm like, I want to see my girlfriend. I want to be with her already. So it was a mess. I know my girlfriend Shantrice, she was like, bitch, get your life together because it's not that serious. So all I had to do was wait. Like, we got there to Shantrice's mom house, let's just say 5 o'clock on the Friday. Okay, so we got there on Friday and I had to wait till Saturday morning for Kotex to come pick me up from Indiana. So the whole night I was just like talking to Kotex and I was like, I don't want to do this, I want you to come get me. And I remember because Shantrice had like this stupid ass phone. Do you guys remember those phones that would like open up 2 different ways? Like you could, oh my god, like you could flip it up like a flip phone, right? And then it would flip up like a fucking sidekick the other way so you could text. Shantrice had that phone. And again, I didn't have a cell phone, so I was using Shantrice's phone. And I just remember that phone because I thought it was like the coolest shit ever. Flip phone, sidekick, all in one. Anyway. So that night, I was talking to Kotex and she was like, oh, don't be sad. I'm going to be there in the morning. Just be ready. Have your bags packed. I'm coming to get you. Blah, blah, blah. So next morning comes, me and Shantrice were just chilling at her mom's house and I'm nervous. I'm like, oh my god, you know, even though I want to go and spend time with this girl, I have never met her in real life. So Shantrice is calming me down. Wow, Kotex, she's like, okay, you know, she made the drive from Indiana, she's not in Ohio, and she's like, meet me at the gas stations, because I gave her Shantrice's mom's address. So she was like, I'm not gonna come to the girl's house, but meet me at the gas station that's like right down the street from her mom's house. So, ooh, girl, I was so nervous. Get my bags and I get my girlfriend to drive me to the remember when I say girlfriend I mean my best friend Shantrice. So I get her to drive me to the gas station. We're waiting and homegirl pulls up. Kotex pulls up. Y'all, when I tell y'all I was nervous, and do you know, fun fact about me, when Dominique gets nervous, I get gassy. Like, I fart. I don't like silent but deadly fart. I like rumble farts. Like, they just come out. So, like, Shantrice's like, calm the fuck down. You're gonna scare this girl away. You're farting. You smell like ass. Like, stop. So funny. Okay, so Kotex get there, and Kotex is with, like, she brought her cousin or somebody with her. So it's her cousin, and it's her cousin's child. Kotex is driving, and I'm in the front seat. So I say bye to Shantrice. I get in Kotex's car, and we head back to Indiana. It's like an hour and a half drive to Indiana. So the whole time, you guys, we are completely silent. We are not talking to each other. We're just like listening to the radio. And that's when that song, Ludacris, what's that shit called? Oh, the Chocolate Factory. No, what the fuck? Y'all remember that song? Welcome to my sex room, where my body meets your body. It's our private after party. If you want it, girl, I got it in my sex room. You remember that song? So that was the song that was playing. I was like, oh my god, like, where is her mind at? And she just want me to get up here for a week and just be like her sex slave? Like, I didn't know what was going on in my mind. So, hour long car drive. We get to Indiana and she's dropping her cousin off, right? So she took her cousin straight to her cousin's house. So I'm just like, yo, we drove here a whole hour and a half. We haven't said 2 words to each other. We haven't hugged or anything. Like, I don't even know. It's like I just got in Kotex's car and just went to another state with her. I didn't even say, hey, bitch, how you doing? No, nothing. It was just like, I'm getting this front seat. It was like that. So yeah, we dropped her cousin off. And I remember when we pulled off from my cousin's house, it was like the first time Kotex kissed me. So I was like, oh, okay, like we're in love. Because she kissed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being me. So I was like, okay, so she's not stuck up. She's not going to be quiet. She's not super shy. She just wanted to wait till her cousin was gone. So that was the first time she kissed me. So we rode to her apartment and she was showing me around Indiana or whatever. We rode to her apartment and then, I remember just being there. I don't remember like anything. I remember shit, but I don't remember like a whole lot of little details. Oh, I remember because Kotex was like small. Like, she's in shape. She's like 5'5", light skin. She's in shape. She's in the military. And I was just like, you know, me and all my plus sizeness and being pregnant, I was like, yo, I'm gonna kill this girl. Ain't no way in hell she could take me. So I remember Kotex was sitting on her couch and she was like, come here, I can handle you. And I was like, bitch, we gotta be breaking backs over here. And I remember like she like picked me up and I was like, yes, daddy, catch me. Y'all know it. All my big girls stand up. When somebody can handle your weight, Tell me you don't love that shit. You love it. So I remember that. I remember being like, oh my God, we're in love. She can handle my weight. Like, we're in love. Okay. So the last day, you guys. The night before the last day, Kotex is like, I'm gonna take you to the movie. We're gonna spend time together because you're going back to Ohio tomorrow, whatever. So we're gonna spend time together. So she took me to the movies, and I just thought it was just, girl, I don't know what my expectations of people was, but she bought me popcorn and a drink from a movie. I was like, balling. Nobody buys the food from the movie theater. That shit is expensive. Went to the movie. She got me popcorn and a drink. We're gonna go sit down and do them. I want you to go have fun. I don't want you to stop doing shit just because I'm in town. Like, go to the party. She invited me to go with her to the party, but I didn't want to go because I'm 7 months pregnant, and I'm like, that's a little ratchet to be in the club and be 7 months pregnant. So I didn't want to go. So we drove back to her house. She got ready to go out to the club. I stayed at her house or whatever. So it's around like 8 o'clock at this time. So 8 o'clock, I'm at her house. I'm sleeping. I'm going to sleep, right? So she's at the club. I hear her come in because like they're loud. You know how you come in from the club and you're just loud, you're extra, your friends are extra. That's how it was. So she gets in the bed. I'm in the bed. I'm sleeping. Y'all, tell me why 7 o'clock rolls around and I wake up soaking wet and a puddle of piss in that bed. I'm laying in her bed. I knew she got in the bed last night and went to sleep. And when I wake up at 7, I'm drenched in piss. It's like the fountain of youth here. Like piss. Just straight up piss. And so I'm thinking, did my water break? Am I having my baby? Did I do this? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I'm checking myself and I'm like, oh, okay, everything's still intact. Placenta's still up there. I'm good. It's not until I get up out the bed because I'm panicking. Oh, what's this? It's not until I get up out of the bed because I'm panicking and I check everything and then I realize that I see Kotex's clothes trailing off into the living room. So I see like her jacket is like, her jacket is by the bed, then it's like her shirt, then it's like her pants, and it's like a trail of clothes to buck ass nakedness. So I follow the trail of clothes to the living room where Kotex is passed the fuck out, butt ass naked, because she pissed on me in the bedroom and didn't even wake me up to tell me. She left me there in her pissiness. I was so pissed off. And so I'm looking, I'm like, bitch, you could not have told me that you pissed on me 9 hours ago and I just laid here in this shit the whole night. Now I smell like your rankness. So I'm mad as fuck, right? Kotex gets up and she's just like, oh, I'm sorry about that. Like she never said anything about peeing on me. It was just like, I did it. You're pissy, take a shower, get over it. So she never said anything, right? Done. So I'm just like snapping pictures. So she gets dressed and then she like wears her military uniform to church. And I'm just like, yes, light skin, uniform, and yes. And then so I'm ready. I have on like this white linen lace dress looking like a whole Negro about to get baptized. So we're going to church. This is where I was like, the fuck. Okay, so we get in her car, we're going to church, and the whole week that I had been there, remind you, this is my last day. The whole week I had been there was me and her as her cell phone screensaver. And I know that because I didn't have a cell phone, so I was using her cell phone to communicate with my mom, let my mom know that the Indiana killer didn't kill me, didn't rape me, that everything was cool. So I know that my picture, me and her picture, was her screensaver this whole time. So this last day, we're going to church, and I'm like, let me call my mom. Let me call my mom. And she's like, why? So she's driving, and she has her phone in between her legs in the seat, and she's like, why? Why do you need my phone? And I'm like, I need to call my mom. You know what I'm saying? So she puts in her passcode. I see the picture of this another light-skinned chick and her on her screensaver. So I'm like, this is how we're gonna do shit. So she puts in the passcode. Like this whole week she was just like, here's my phone, call your mom, no problem. So this time she's driving, she's putting in the passcode, then she's like dialing my mom's number for me, and then she hands me the phone, and as soon as I say bye, she's like reaching for the phone back. So I'm like, oh fuck, okay, she's cheating. So we get to church. Girl, why the hell did she leave me at church? She knew I was an atheist, right? So I'm uncomfortable. Well, I was uncomfortable in every church setting. Like I just did not want to be there. She took me to the church, girl, and she just left me to be. She was nowhere to be found. So I'm sitting in the back of the church in my Negro spiritual white baptizing gown. So Now we're in the car going to her mom's house. And then remember she got mad at me because she was like, my mom is having like a graduation party for my sister or something, some type of like celebration, type of party. And I was like, oh, can you start me by Burger King because I want a milkshake. I'm pregnant. I want what the fuck I want. So she's like, you're going to eat Burger King and then go to my mom's house? And I'm like, yeah, bitch. Plus size, feed me. So she got mad at that. I just remember like she was getting like really irritated with everything I was doing on my last day because y'all, she met that new bitch at the club that following night. You remember? Okay. So we get to her mom's house. She introduced me to her mom. My feet are swollen because, you know, when you travel, when you're pregnant, the fluids, everything that swells. That started my swelling because now to this day, I fucking swell when I drive long distances. Pregnancy. So we get to her mom's house. She introduces me to her family, and her mom's like, sit down, you're pregnant, don't do anything. And I'm like, okay. So I don't really know these people, and I'm a very friendly person, but if I don't know you, I'm going to do exactly what you said. So if you tell me to sit down, don't touch anything, it's your house. I'm going to sit down, I'm not going to touch anything. If you ask me to get up and go paint the outside exterior of your house, I'm going to do that because it's your house. So, her mom told me to sit down, and then so like her grandmother and some other people came over and they were like talking to me, asking me questions, and her grandma was like, oh, your feet are swollen, put your feet up on the table. So I was like, no, I can't do that. And she was like, I said put your feet on this coffee table. So I put my feet on the coffee table, and then Kotex comes walking out the kitchen into the living room, and she's like, dude, your feet are on my mom's coffee table. Like, she's just so irritated with me. And I remember we didn't even stay to the party for long. Like, I didn't even get to see her sisters or anything. So I just remember I was like, yeah, like you get that feeling like it's ending. Okay, y'all. So we leave the party early, and I'm thinking we're going back to her house, right? Because I know I had to go back to Ohio at the end of the day. She's like, oh no, I'm taking you to Ohio right now. It's like 1 o'clock, and I was planning to be in Ohio at like 10 o'clock that night. It's like 1 o'clock, and Ohio is only an hour and a half drive from here. So I'm like, okay. So she's like, I was like, well, when you go back to your house and get my bags, I didn't pack my stuff, y'all. Why Kotex had my bags packed without me even knowing in her trunk, waiting on me? I didn't even know she packed my shit. She had all my shit packed, y'all. I didn't even know. She got up and packed my shit after pissing on me and taking me to church. She had my shit ready. The ride back to Ohio, an hour and a half, we didn't say much of anything. She was just very quiet, almost like the ride when she picked me up, but instead of it being nerves, it kind of was like, can I get to Ohio quick enough? Like, I'm ready to drop this girl off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell the difference. So I was asking her, I was like, okay, so when I get back to Virginia, are we going to continue this long distance thing? You know, my baby's due in August. Like, what are we going to do? She was just like not really giving me any answers to anything. So we get to Ohio, and I remember my girlfriend Shantrice, the gas station that she dropped me off at, she had her stepfather pick me up because she was like doing something with her mom. So her stepfather had picked me up. So we get to the gas station, and this is the time where I feel as though Kotex should have been like, oh my God, I don't want you to leave. I want you to stay with me forever. I love you so much. Our baby's about to be born. Like shit like that. Instead, she was just like, ew, bye. You know what I'm saying? So I was so sad. So I got out the car. Y'all, I remember it was so bad. I was crying. Like, not crying. I was crying. Like, I was bawling. I was like tearing. I was snot nosing like a 2-month-old. It was just chunky snot. And then like I had okay, I don't know if some of you ever been pregnant before, and like some parts of your body swell when you're pregnant. I had pregnancy lips. My lips were swollen, and they will always be chapped. Oh my God. I can't believe I said this on the internet to you guys, but they will always be chapped, right? So my lips are like busted, cracked. I could tell they were cracked because I was crying the whole way back to Ohio. So I could tell they were cracked. I'm pouring crying. My nose is snotty, chunky snot. My lips are cracked. And I'm like, give me a kiss. Just give me a kiss. Like the ugliest face, guys. And she's like, no, I'm not gonna kiss you like that. No. And I'm like, no, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Like, I'm just making the ugliest face. And so she like kisses me on the cheek, and I was like, oh, we're broken up. Are we like, guys, it was a mess. It was a fucking mess. So she gives me a hug, and she gets in her car, and she zooms the fuck off. Why did I not know that was the last time I was ever going to talk to Kotex? Yes, you heard that right. She dropped my pregnant ass off at the gas station. I got in the truck with my girlfriend's stepfather. He took me back to their house or whatever. And the whole way I was crying, he's trying to comfort me. He was like, oh, you know, his comfort was not comfort. Because his comfort was like, you were too pretty to be with a girl anyway. And I'm like, swerve, that's not nice, that's rude. But he was just trying to comfort me, and I'm like, no, I want Kotex, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna go back to Virginia and be by myself. Y'all, I tried calling this girl that night. I tried calling her on my way back to Virginia. It's a 10+ hour trip back to Virginia from Ohio. I'm trying to call her on my way back to Virginia. I get home to Virginia, I try calling her. She does not answer my phone calls. She ignores the fuck out of me for like a month, and I am so devastated because I'm pregnant. I'm super emotional. I'm already an emotional person to begin with. I'm super emotional now. She just drops me like really bad garbage. She just drops me. And I'm like, where the fuck? Like, did she die? Me being dramatic. I'm like, the worst happened. Obviously, everybody wants to be with me, so nobody can ever want to dump me. So obviously, if you don't talk to me, you died. That's logic, right? Y'all, I went psycho girlfriend. I call her job. I call her boss. I call her cousin. I wrote letters to her mama house. Like, who the fuck writes letters? How the fuck do I even have her mama address? I'm psychotic. Was I psychotic? I was psychotic. I wrote hand, pen to paper letters to her mama house. And I remember like after a month, right? And my mom knew. My mom was like, you're so depressed. You're not the same ever since you came back. Like, what's wrong? Like, after a month, I was starting to get better or whatever. And then she, like, calls me. She calls, like, my sister's cell phone or whatever. And she's just like, you got to stop contacting me or something like that. Like, she was super rude. And I cried and I cried and I cried. So the moral of the story is, I got dumped without her ever saying she dumped me. I got dumped, like, inconspicuously. Like, oh, everything was really good that week that we stayed together. And then all of a sudden, it's like, no, bitch, you thought, but it was not like that. So that is my story of that badass breakup from, I don't even know what I'm gonna call this video, but that was my story of this badass breakup from my long distance relationship. And ever since then, I vowed to never do long distance relationships ever again because they just don't work. And you can't pop up on your bitch when she not answering your phone calls when y'all live 16 hours away. So I needed to have a girlfriend in my state, in my area at all times, because when you don't answer my phone calls, I'm gonna pop up on your ass. And that's just how I like to do things. So that is my story of my really bad breakup. If you guys liked it, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And leave me comments if you like story time so I can know to do more. Because you know I have an arsenal of bad breakup stories or story times in general that I can tell you guys. So if you like story times, let me know in a comment down below. Subscribe so you can be updated whenever I do upload. And like. Because liking videos let me know that you like these type of videos. So that is it. And Callie said bye-bye. That is it from me and Callie on my bad breakup with Kotex. Look at this face. I just cannot ever get enough of this face in the camera. She doesn't like it. So that is my bad breakup with Kotex. And until next time, I will see you guys later. And that's it. Bye. Mwah. Say mwah. Bye. Mwah. From Callie. Bye.